Is Spencer here, and we're doing my first What If video. Today we're going to be doing what if Deku was Todoroki's twin sister. Now let's start when Deku and Todoroki are born, or should I say Izumi and Shoto are born, because they're both Todorokis. So, Endeavor thinks that Ray was cheating on him, and that was not the case. It's just Izumi's hair was green because her quirk's different. Or should I say lack of a quirk. It's not really a lack of a quirk. So we skip a few years to when they're at the quirk doctor. Shoto has his canon quirk, and Izumi has a intelligence-based quirk that just makes her smarter than most people on the planet. So, Endeavor sees her as a failure, but still decides to train her in combat because he's a better father in this one. So, fast forward another few years to. Sorry for all the time skips. To the sludge villain attack. Izumi is walking home from school, and she's attacked by the sludge villain. All Might comes in and saves her, just like in canon, and the rest of these few scenes plays out like in canon. Except All Might is a little more calm with Izumi because she's a girl and he doesn't want to make her cry. And when we get to the rooftop, Izumi asks, "Can I be a hero with an intelligence quirk?" And All Might puffs into his Small Might form, explains his injury, and then he says, "No, I honestly don't think you can be a hero with an intelligence quirk." So, this crushes Izumi. Also, All Might didn't drop the bottle of the sludge villain, so this crushes Izumi, and she walks home. But she doesn't want to give up on her dream. So she starts building an Iron Man-esque armor. And it's like, I want to say Mark 10 style armor. So the War Machine armor. Before, And Endeavor supports this. He's like, well, she can't be a hero, so she might as well be a support hero. And she's actually trying to get into the hero course. So, come the entrance exam, she applies for the UA entrance exam for hero course. And she does pretty well, and Ida still yells at her for mumbling. And when it comes to the zero pointer, she hears Uraraka screaming, and she goes to her and helps her out, and just, all in all, completes the exam with flying colors. And the day comes when the UA entrance letter arrives, and she pulls out the disc, and it's like, it's All Might, and he says, "Izumi Todoroki, I think I owe you an apology. I seem to have said you cannot be a hero with an intelligence-based quirk, but it seems I was wrong." And he goes through the normal stuff that he goes through in canon, and he says, "Welcome to your Hero Academia." And a few weeks pass, and it's the first day of school. Endeavor didn't know that she got into the hero course because she didn't tell her father because he's a bastard. And she goes into the hero course room, and Shoto looks at her like, "What are you doing here?" And it's like, "I got into the hero course, Shoto. I wasn't applying for this support course in the first place." And, yeah. So, the next few things plays out like in canon. And then what changes is when Eraserhead comes in and says, "It took you 10 seconds to shut up. That's not gonna work." And he says, "Put these on and meet me outside," holding up a gym uniform. And Uraraka says, "Wait, won't we miss the orientation?" And Eraserhead's like, "If you're going to be a pro hero, you don't have time to waste on pointless ceremonies like that. Meet me outside." So everyone gets in the changing rooms and changes. And, when they get outside, Bakugo throws the ball his cannon length, and everyone's like, "Ooh, that'll be fun." And Eraserhead's like, "If you think this is all gonna be fun and games, you better drop out now." And he's like, "You know what? Just for that, the loser of this tournament, the loser of this competition, will be expelled on the spot." And, everyone gets scared, except Izumi, because she could see he was lying. Because analytics. And, goes on like normal, and Mineta comes last, and he's like, Haha, just kidding. None of you are getting expelled. And it's like, phew. Everyone's like, phew. And it's just like, Izumi and Momo are like, oh, you guys didn't know? We should have said sooner then. And everyone's like, you two knew all along? And they're like, yeah. So they get into the change room, and Minetta's like, to the guys, hey guys, look, a previous generation has left a gold mine. And it's the hole in the wall, and he's like, I want to see, and go through all. Like in canon. Jiro sticks her earphone jack through the wall and pierces his eye. And he's screaming, and Izumi says, thank you, Jiro. And when they leave Uraraka, and wait, no, not Uraraka, Momo Yaoyorozu and Izumi's brother, Shoto, walk home with her. So, that's fun. And I'm gonna end this video here, so hope you guys had fun, and